Hello guys, this is the SWTOR guy here, and welcome to a pronunciation practice. It's been a while since I done, because the reason why, because there was no big patch, or patches coming around. So, the 5 update, the game update 5.2 patch notes have been released, so we're just gonna run through it. This is the first time I'm reading it, of course, and I didn't read any of these words. I don't know how long this is. Wow, not that long. So let's just run through the patch notes or what is going on. It says the subject to change until release, so it's 18 because it's delayed by 1 week. So let's just go run through the stuffs what is coming around. So the new IOCAT storyline. When a super weapon of unimaginable power is discovered on IOCAT, you must choose to align your forces with either the Republic or the Empire and deal with the inevitable consequences. Once you complete the storyline, you will gain access to a host of repeatable missions in a brand new daily area. Returning companions. Prepare to fight alongside former Sith warrior companion Malavai Quinn or former Republic trooper Lara Dorn. Gods of the Machine. Team up with friends and guildmates to take on the first boss of the new Operation Tithe, the God of Rage. Galaxy Map. Accessible from anywhere, explore the galaxy like never before with the brand new the new and improved galaxy map. Galactic command gearing changes. Gets better gear, better at your level, greater chances to get yourself set bonus gear, guaranteed unassembled gear drops on Operation Process, and more. Master Mode uprisings. Earn new achievements as you fight through all 10 uprisings now available in Master Mode. They said, by the way, in the Master Modes there will be new mechanics on the Master Mode, so I can't wait to see those. Updated class story introductions. The introductory scenes of the original 8 class storylines have been significantly updated and improved. Wow. Okay. General. The Knights of the Fallen Empire Chapter 1, The Hunt, and Chapter 2 mission rewards have their additional command XP values reduced. Sorry. The audio that plays when the group finder queue is ready to improve to be more noticeable. The 100% command XP boost both from the vendor and cartel market are now works at all command ranks. Okay, that is finally wanted to see. Republic players can now obtain the Macab's Mysterious Survival Codex from the Macab weekly missions. This one allows Republic players to obtain the Lore Master of a Macab achievement finally. Imperial Scholar title and Codex can once again obtain by earning the Hate the Machine mission in Korriban. Credits have been added into the in-game mail and player receive by choosing the light side conclusion of Katat. Okay, never see that one before. Okay. Removed an incorrect border color which will appear in Knights of the Eternal Throne loading screens and some screen resolutions. Oh yeah, there was a weird thing where it was like little bordered colors just coming around when the loading screen has happened. I don't know what happened to there, but I think they're gonna change it or fix it finally. Coruscant authorities have been taking an aggressive stance against weeds growing planet-wide. Players will see the reduction in plants randomly sticking through metal flooring around the planet. Really? Okay. Imperial and Republic fleet exploration achievements are now displayed properly in the achievements interface. What the hell are these bug fixes? The quick travel bind point for breakdown now automatically unlocks during Chapter 7, The Lady of Sorrows, when you arrive in Breaktown for the first time. Custom HK51 appearances now appear in Chapter 9. Quick travel abilities can now be used from inside the ship hangars, finally. The following legacy perks have now additionally benefits due to the new galaxy map. Improved transport, personal starship. If you have this perk, you can travel directly to your ship from the galaxy map. Yeah, I know that. Priority transport planet. If you have this perk, you can travel to that location via the galaxy map with no credit cost. I don't know how much will that worth, but we'll see. All enemies now have a command experience value when killed. Interesting, but they didn't say how much the value is gonna be, but interesting to say the least. The base command experience rate have been greatly increased. The new rate is slightly lower than the adjusted rate from the command CXP or command XP event. Corrected an issue when Verona Dens would not use the finishing strike ability when in damage mode. Flashpoints plus operations plus uprising. Booster for all PvE content have buffed slightly. All story mode from operations will now drop loot as intended. The final boss of veteran mode and master mode flashpoints will now drop loot for level 50-60 players as intended. Players will now only have one bolster tooltip as intended during the story mode Battle of Rishi flashpoint. Operations. Defeating the Corta warlords in Scamming Villainy in 8-Man Nightmare will no longer also grant an achievement for that one is took long enough. Okay. Fix the timing issue in the initial phase of the blaster encounter, which would cause resonant explosive probes to have longer duration as intended. This could result the blaster filling a bunch of explosives into a very, very unfortunate person in case he shouldn't have been. Okay, interesting. Uprisings. Completing uprisings on story and veteran difficulty now grants progress towards the general uprisings achievement. Initial uprising, second uprising, and second uprisings. Kolto stations will now respawn when an entire party dies during an uprising boss encounter. The final boss of landing party will more respectful of player schedule. It will now have actually show up the fight when they should. Doors in the fractured uprisings will no longer show as locked when you can interact with them. All powers in the destroy of the worlds can be now picked up by players. Galactic Starfighter. Galactic Starfighter daily and weekly missions are awards unassembled components. Finally, daily missions award 8 and weekly mission awards 20. Really, really good stuff. So the Galactic Starfighter is becoming the #1 priority, best, how should I say, best earning, I think, because I think if you're winning you receive 10 components, the daily give you 8 and the weekly give you 20, so that is not that bad. So that is a lot of components now finally. Items plus economy. Female body type 2 characters will no longer have terrifying stretched faces while wearing the following. Okay, don't really care. There's a cool Voyager decoration preview will now no longer face towards intended. Unassembled schematics can no longer equipped in armoring slots. Really? That was a thing? Since the Outlander Targeters package MK5 implant is not a boot, it is no longer a boot icon. Corrected the naming of Weapon Master and Vindicator armor set. Previously their names were flipped. Yeah, that was an interesting thing. Summoning the Zaku Voyager mount will no longer incorrect summon the Morlinger Phantom. Using the Cybernetic Rancor mount will now properly grant the Strongcore decoration to the player. Using the Armored Zionist Ice Trooper again will correct the decoration to the player. The default preview window display of Zakulian dropship have been zoomed out greatly. Statue Nagasato decoration will now appear correctly under the civil statues category on the Galactic Trade Network. Quail Expo armor sets now list the correct cartel market source in collections. All white gray color crystals are no longer incorrectly listed as silver rarity in the collections tooltip. As a player increased tier 1, commander rank 1 to 89, they will gain higher drop rates of prototype and artifact quality gear, while their premium drop rates will go down. This is the encourage to the players getting more consistent set bonus gear as they level. Players increase the tier 2 gear 90 to 299. They will gain the higher drop rates to the artifact and legendary quality gears, while their premium and prototype drop rates will go down. This is the encourage the players getting more consistent set bonus gear as they level. Command rank 300 is now tier 4 to the Galactic Command. Tier 3 Tier 3 will now be 181 to 299. Any command crates earned at rank 300 will contain tier 4 gear. New tier 4 gear has been added to the fleet. All operation bosses will drop, finally, interesting stuffs, drop 1 unassembled gear piece. The final drop boss will drop 2. This is the number of doubled of 16-man operations. Tier 1 unassembled gear piece is no longer in operations. Bosses will now drop the following unassembled gear pieces in existing operations. Tier 2 Legendary Story. Tier 2 Legendary Veteran. Tier 3 Legendary Veteran Mode. Tier 4 Prototype and Artifacts. Unassembled gear pieces. Master Mode non-final bosses. And Tier 4 Legendary Master Mode final bosses. Gods of the Machine boss will drop Tier 3 Legendary in Story and Tier 4 Legendary in Veteran Mode. Tier 2 unassembled gear no longer has the Tier 1 gear requirements to purchase from unassembled vendors, thank God. Gear vendors will now only shows your discipline gear by default. If there isn't discipline specific gear, all items will be shown. The drop-down menu has been added to the gear windows, allows you to switch other discipline gears to show all available items in the vendor. Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 25% command boosts are no longer available for purchase. Existing boosts will remain in your inventory and Tier 25% bonus? What do you mean the superior one? That will be interesting. The new 25% command boost will be added to the command token vendor. It works at all command ranks. Okay, that is what we finally needed. The tireless engineers of Turkok Noverly Lab have been released the free software update to the Turkok Crate-O-Matic that improves the Zakulian crate into device repertoire. Turkok has refounded to confirm rumors that this update introduced a bug into the device where then it may in very rare cases disgust a user as a potted plant. Okay. So I thought they're gonna release another Turkok Crate-O-Matic, but in this case or pretty much what this means is the Turkok Crate-O-Matic gonna have another like a Zakulian crate, or is this like just a slightly update when the Turkok has pretty much sometimes turned into the potted plant, now you actually becoming like a crate? We'll see. Now, missions and NPC. corrected an issue where the following companions will not use voice lines while in healing mode. Bat, and so on and on. Added more cyber mercenaries to the abandoned bunker heroic missions on Voss, so that the bonus mission is now possible to complete. It is no longer possible to incorrectly obtain into the Killick Warden's mission on another run. Completing the Forgotten Trophy Alliance alert will no longer grant the player broken commendations. Invisible assassins are no longer hiding in Chapter 15 Knights of the Fallen Empire. Players no longer can insta-killed by interacting with certain weapon lockers in the chapter. Corrected an issue where shield bunkers will not spawn on certain planets, which will prevent Star Fortress mission progress. Adjusted formatting into the mission tracker for some Knights of the Fallen Empire and Eternal Throne chapters that will check text will be not cut off French and German. The cleanse the corrupted mission boss has amount of mobs rejected. Okay, the smokescreen toxin debuff will now remain the player as long as the toxic room during the biological warfare mission. Bounty hunters will now receive a moddable blaster pistol when completing the mission escaping Hada. Addressed an issue where if a Jedi Knight repeated Chapter 3 Outlander, they no longer summon T7. Ephemeris will no longer have two nameplates when they encounter in Star Fortress. The final boss of the mission War in Spice on Tatooine has their difficulty increased. Rand, Chotorin, and the Eagle will no longer respond as friendly NPCs after the choices Imperial agent makes during the hostile takeover class mission. Pidge, the vendor of the Eternal Championship, will now be a little more chatty when you interact with them. Okay. More Tarnum militia forces have been added to the landing party so the bonus can be contained. Elder Manka cats on Alderaan will now properly count. Corrected an issue when the players would not receive the star for the achievement one for all if their companions landed the killing floor on Forta. Sorry. The first hell out of Zildog will no longer despawn after Hungus is defeated in the Eternal Championship. The tooltip copy has been added to the smokescreen toxin debuff. Biological mission in Corellia. Eric Jordan will now probably more chatty when the players interacts right clicks with him. Aggal user will now trigger voice as properly during combat. Nerf calls around the galaxy have become strangely hungry as of late. What? Nerf calls around the galaxy have become strangely hungry. What does this mean? I don't know. Increase the requirements to earn damage and stuff like that. Mesélj.
Semmi, ez neked, de azt mondják, hogy elvileg ezzel semmit. Tudod, ez a tervezet az adóbevallásról.
Ja.
Elvileg semmit nem kell csinálni, de...
Miért, te is kaptál?
Nem, azt még a bátyó kapott. Tegnap itt nyávogott az ajtó.
Nekem?
Igen, be akart jönni.
Hát de nem volt itt senki.
Nem, akkor itthon voltál.
Ja, Döniz? Nem. De tegnap nem voltam itt, tegnap dolgoztam, a Döniz volt itt.
Akkor, amikor itthon voltál. Akkor.
2006. Mik ezek az? Összes levonás. Nemzeti adó és vámhivatal, összevont adó, jövedelem. Igen. Gyere. Igen, itt vagy. Adóalap családi kedvezménye csökkentett összege. Jó van, ne szarom.
Hát rakd alá, iratom közé.
2006 adóbevallási tervezet. Oké. Mi a teendője önnek az önbevallási tervezettel? Adatait egyetért, azon nem kíván monosi, úgy további teendője nincs. Köszöntem.
Igen, azért mondom, tedd el, aztán ennyi. Jó?
Ja. Öcsém, ennyi szart mi? Kakis. 3, 2, 1. Increase the requirements to earn damage done, healing done, and damage prevented. Medals. Command experience bonus earned from each medal as the end of the war zone has been increased finally. That was a... I mean, to be perfectly honest, what I'm seeing this patch right now is pretty much like, okay, new IOCAT storyline, alright. New returning companions, alright. Gods of Machines, okay. Galaxy map, alright. Gearing changes, okay. Master mode uprisings, good. Class introductions, don't care. To be perfectly honest. And these stuffs are weird. What I'm seeing in the patch notes is a lot of bug fixes. I mean, that is cool, don't get me wrong. There was a lot of like teases around this, like the Turka thing was interesting. I don't know if that is a thing, but what is this? Nerf calls around the galaxy have become strangely hungry as of late. Nerf calls. I don't know what is this. Nerf calls. Okay. That is also like a weird tease or whatever it's gonna be. To be perfectly honest, again, the patch notes, what I'm seeing, this is the highlights. And in the IOCAT, like, general, there is no mentioning about the IOCAT stuff. Maybe because they going to change it or stuff like that. I don't know. But, yeah, that was it for this pronunciation practice. I hope you guys did enjoy it. And, yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.